Right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the stream. So a couple of apologies first and foremost. We are going to be continuing our playthrough of Cthulhu Saves the World, but the first video I took, which was about 2 hours long, there was an issue I didn't realize between the desktop audio and my voice, and the game audio was overriding my voice at a number of points, so it was quite difficult to actually hear what I was saying, especially during the fight sequences. Um, I'll try and just, like, if there was anything really important, I'll try and mention it in this video, but for the most part, it's just been an enjoyable romp through a JRPG style. Cthulhu is a hero game. Um, the other apology that I have to give is to anybody else who was joining in some of the other streams, especially if you were watching the Mythos Ever After stream. Um, Basically, my disability hit yesterday, and it screwed up my sleep schedule, and I should have guessed it was going to be coming, but I I ended up falling asleep. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep, not had a second episode, but I ended up just falling asleep for 8 hours. Um, Considerably earlier than I should have. Just like I had expected, based on the previous couple days sleep schedule, that I probably would have gone to bed at around 11ish, give or take, depending on if I had coffee. And instead, I was asleep by 8. And I didn't see it coming. I was just like, we just took a break so that my fellow could get some food, and I was out. I just as soon as I had stopped, I just suddenly was out like a light. So I didn't see it coming, and I very much apologize for people who were planning on tuning in the evening. I actually know that there were a few of you who were planning on watching when you came home in the evening. So I very much apologize for that. Um, we will be considering continuing Mythos Ever After as well. Um, but depending on schedules, I may have to get somebody else to do the female voices. So there's that as well. Anyway, coming back to Call of Cthulhu. Coming back to Cthulhu Saves the World. Um, Last time we played, I got lost. I couldn't work my way out through the maze, this maze map, and it was just like I was clearly missing something, and I just could not find it. I was backtracking, and I just could not find it. And I decided I was going to try and find a couple of walkthroughs and try and watch, see if I could watch video or two. And surprisingly, not only did a lot of other people get stumped at this same point, a lot of them didn't show their solutions. So like some others had technical issues at that point in the game, or not from the game itself, like technical issues on their recording software or whatever. Others just skipped it. They just went, and we'll be coming back after we've solved it. So they didn't show the solution. So it took me a while to find somebody who played through and got to that point, and I could go, right, that's how we get through. That's the thing that I kept missing. So I found it. Hopefully I'll remember it, but I approximately remember it, so I should be able to actually progress this time. Um, so all those apologies out of the way, I think it's time we do some of the regular housekeeping. First off, if you are watching this on Facebook, fantastic, welcome to the show. But if you join me on Twitch, you can actually talk to me, and I can actually see your responses. If you put something onto Facebook, I will absolutely respond, but I can only do that after the show is over. So Twitch for live commentary. The next thing is in the description, there should be a link to the survey. If you have experience with any Lovecraftian video games, with Lovecraft, the Cthulhu mythos, like Lovecraftianism as a genre, please do the survey. Give me your thoughts, give me your feedback, tell me what you think of these games. I doing all of this for my thesis, and the survey is something that will give me more information for my thesis, so it would be very much appreciated. Other things, the opening music was Nothing to Forgive by Falcon Shield. All music is played with permission, and I do recommend you go check out his stuff. He is absolutely my favorite artist. And, of course, I have a disability. I've already mentioned it, so I can't ever promise that if I will have a short stream or a long stream. I thought I would have a long stream yesterday, and yeah, because my disability isn't just I pass out spontaneously. It's also, and it screws up my sleep schedule in ways that I can't easily predict either. So, again, huge apologies for yesterday, and hopefully we don't have the same problem today. Okay, so that's the housekeeping out of the way. Now we are going to be continuing with playing Cthulhu Saves the World. So, for those of you who missed the previous playthrough, you haven't missed much. Basically, Cthulhu is of course. Hang on, why is it not doing the thing? You should. There we go. Fantastic. Actually, I probably should. No, I won't play the intro again. But you can happily watch that. That part should be fine. Yeah, Cthulhu has been cursed. He's lost most of his powers, and the only way to get his powers back is to become a true hero. So this is where we got to last time with this circuit, and I need to get into that area up there, and I couldn't work out how to get there. But, as it turns... Oh, a couple of other things. Turns out that there's a little bit of extra detail that I missed. One of the other YouTubers I watched just was clicking on everything, and some of them actually had responses. Like, I found an incredibly powerful artifact in a drawer. Nah, just messing with you. Curse you, narrator! Cthulhu is Deadpool. Confirmed. Anyway. So yeah, I hit this barrier where I need to get on the other side of all of these zombies and cars, and I couldn't figure it out. And it turns out that there was an exit to one of these buildings that I just didn't notice. I believe it was this one. Yeah, right here. I just did not see that exit. So that was it. That was the whole obstacle that so many of us YouTubers and gamers kept getting stumped on. Imagine if all these zombies you had to fight. It'd be like Victory Road from Pokemon. Anyway. Yeah, it was just absolutely nuts. Is there a... No, there's nothing up there. Cool. So, anyway, we're finally about to reach... I think we're finally about to reach the final boss for this section. In theory. I may be walking the entirely wrong way because I didn't bother watching beyond that particular point. I'm just glad that I didn't miss a chest or something over there. But there is absolutely nothing here. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, chest. You got a Bane sword. Okay. Let's... Oh, wow. I did not know I could manually trigger a fight. We're just going to kill everything. I tried turning the volume of the internal game music down, but it's a bit weird how they've done it. They've got it so that there's only 3 settings to the volume, and I could not hear a noticeable difference between the 3 settings of loud, normal, and quiet. So, this is quiet. I hope it actually is quiet. It really did not seem to be to me. Oh, don't tell me I've missed something again. I could probably go into the side of... There we go. Well, hello, lovely zombies. Darn dancing zombies. So, yeah, there's just like... hang on. I can't get to those bookshelves. You find birthday cards and party favors in the drawer. Since none of you are having a birthday anytime soon, you leave them there. It's just little fun little things like that. Like, I would love to play this game again and just explore all of those lovely little details. Because I've missed so many. But I don't think that they're very important to us. So, like, these shelves are so dusty that you almost consider pulling out a feather duster and cleaning them up just in time. You realize that this would probably lose you coolness points, and so you refrain. Like, there's nothing Lovecraftian about that. It's just a fun little joke. Very in keeping with the JRPG genre. So I absolutely approve of it. I absolutely love it. I don't think we're going to get anything even remotely Lovecraftian or horror related out of that, except maybe as a throwaway joke. And, I mean, short of looking for every single reference to something Lovecraftian, even the throwaway jokes, I don't feel like that is really worth our time, because it would massively increase the playtime if I were to spend all my time clicking on everything just for every little word that would come out. So... Oh, so, something I just forgot to do is I forgot to tell people, really what we're doing here. Yay, 1200 gold. So, really what we're doing here is I'm doing my thesis on Lovecraftian video games. I did speak about it in the survey earlier. And so I'm playing this game to try and get a sense of, yes, this is a game that claims to either be, or at least be inspired by the works of H.P. Lovecraft. It's, you know, even if it's a parody, it still falls somewhere. It has some relationship to being Lovecraftian. Save point, we must be very near the end. So I'm playing these games to just kind of get an idea of how Lovecraftian are they. And that's it. That's pretty much all we are doing. But how I look at what is Lovecraftian and how you may look at what is Lovecraftian can and will differ. So that's why I'm streaming. It's because I want people to engage and tell me, do you think this is Lovecraftian or do you not? Here we go. We're now going to deal with Nyarlathotep. Cthulhu, what are you doing here? I'm here to be a true hero. What? I thought you were one of us. Not anymore. It's a long story. If you're not one of us, then I shall do my worst. Zombies, attack! You've tortured these poor zombies, and humans, long enough. Your wickedness ends today. You know, I've never liked you, Cthulhu. Die. Alright, we have some fat zombies and Nyarlathotep. That is an interesting look for the Black Pharaoh. Let's, do we want to tentacle the tentacle monster? We're going to tentacle the tentacle monster. We're also going to stun him, because apparently he is attracted to Starfish Lady too. I always forget what, yeah, okay, cool. We're going to try Ice Strike, because that's actually new. And you have... I don't know what Target's one group is. But let's use Quake, because, yeah. I was hoping that might be a stun. Let's use Quake simply so that I can try and knock out the other zombies. He's insane. He's stunned. Fat zombies do their business, and that's it. We're done. So now we flame strike him. We're gonna blind strike him. I already used Ice Strike, and that seemed to be pretty good. I'm gonna Ice Strike him again. She has no techniques, only magic. Yeah, we're just gonna try and take out Nyarlathotep as fast as possible. The reason that I'm not bothering with the fat zombies is because they don't do a lot of damage, and I'm worried that if I kill them, he'll bring more powerful zombies into the fray. We're not going to make him insane. I feel like he's one of those guys that would become... Oh, we already made him insane, didn't we? Because I stunned him. Ooh, that was silly of me. Sting Strike, let's try that. Multi-strike, and some general magic. Yeah, I've been adding insanity to that, haven't I? Let's see what Fireball does. One group. Now just targeted him, I guess. And they are slowly getting more and more powerful. Alright, what we are going to do is we are just going to start attacking him, building up some of those combos, and trying to... so that we can spend them later, I guess. And he's dead! Oh no, October is down. We don't care. That would actually be quite nice. That way I've got two healers, essentially. Targets random enemies, targets one enemy. Let's just do that one. No, this isn't possible. My name is longer than yours. I must be more powerful. Pitiful Nyarlathotep, accept your defeat with dignity. Nyarlathotep disappears. A miraculous transformation begins. The zombies are free from Nyarlathotep's control, and are now the fun-loving monsters that Cthulhu always knew they were. We did it! Victory pose! The day has been saved, thanks to Cthulhu. Cthulhu has gained 10 hero points, but he is still not a true hero. Later that night, everyone celebrates at the local bar with a foamy mug of milk. The next day, Cthulhu and his group leave the eastern city of Dunwich. What new adventures will await them in the dreaded Ghost Forest? Press on, brave Cthulhu. Alright, let's just turn down the volume a little bit here. So I just want to talk a little bit about what it is that I am looking at doing at the moment. So yes, I'm playing through this because it's a 12-13 hour game, and hey, let's get through it. It's fun. But I do have a whole lot of other games to play. Most every game that is on the survey still needs to get played. So if there are any games that you want to see me play, throw me your suggestions, especially if they're on the list, but even if they're not. So what I'm planning on doing today is I'm planning on playing some of the old school Call of Cthulhu games. I believe it was Prisoners of Ice and Shadow of the Comet, if I'm recalling those names correctly. I'm also looking at finishing Mythos Ever After. And I'm also looking at playing Sucker for Love, because why not have two dating sims? That sounds like a great plan. I am going to reiterate that the point is to decide how Lovecraftian these games are or aren't. And certain games, like this one, and also the dating sims, I'm expecting the answer to be they are not very Lovecraftian. But I still need to play them. I still need to get that reference point. Because at the end of the day, the games that are not very Lovecraftian may ultimately be the most popular. I am going through, like, game critic reviews, Steam reviews, and all that sort of stuff as part of my thesis. So there is going to be that question of how popular is this game? How well received is it? And how does that relate to how Lovecraftian the game is or isn't, either in an academic sense or in a popular consciousness sense? So, yeah, that is essentially what we are exploring. Um, so just to reconfirm, if you would like to see me play a specific game, like, say, Strange Horticulture, or the Cthulhu Cat game that I have, or any of the more recent Call of Cthulhu's, or one of the multiplayer horror games that I have come across, and you're welcome to join me in those. If you want any of those to make an appearance today, throw me a suggestion, send me a message, drop me a line, tell me what you want me to play, and we can do it. Anyway, let's turn that volume back up and get back to it. We're gonna keep playing. Okay, so we've resolved the Dunwich situation. That's more or less where we came from. That looks like where we need to go. Look, it's some sort of centaur, and it's just listed as Archer. Fair enough. Dem bones, dem dry bones, dem bones, dem big dry bones. Before we go through there, I just want to check to see if there's anything. Okay, so that's another thing there. I'm not sure, because there's no... I think the objective is just to do a whole bunch of side quests. I don't think I have any major quests at the moment. So we are just going to go exploring, I guess. If you're wondering, yes, this game has been set to easy mode. Let's see. Oh, steals HP, that's nice. Or stats up. I don't think I really need to steal hit points. That's what I've got healers for, so let's just up the general stats. Adds a seal. Sounds good. Target one group and adds a seal, or target one enemy. We're going to do target one enemy, because I still don't understand what target one group is. Is it, like, just one type of monster? Yeah. I am currently obviously not doing anything in particular. We are just exploring the map. Because I don't have any specific direction of where to go next. Like I said, I don't really have any other active quests. There was Dunwich and Innsmouth. I've just done Dunwich, but I didn't really get instructions on how to get to Innsmouth that I recall. Hang on, let's check. Is there... No, there is no quest book or anything. Oh, but I can talk to people. Town of Providence lies beyond the Ghost Forest. We should probably make that our next goal. Okay! Maybe I need to go back to that other forest. Rather than coming through here. But we're here now. So we're just gonna kind of finish checking this out, and then we will go through the Ghost Forest. At least I assume that that's the Ghost Forest. And now all of these just die. Oh, that one didn't. Now it did. I do like how kind of low stress this game is. Like, I really can just click through the fights, which, I mean, a lot of the time that's not considered a good thing in games, because it's too easy, but the fights aren't really the point of this game. Like, it's not supposed to be a strategic tactical challenge, it's just supposed to be a fun romp with fights to break it up. So, I think it works. I think it works as a point of game design. But also, this is the easy mode. I imagine that the hard mode would actually require a little bit more strategy, but there just isn't enough diversity in the characters, in the ability roster, for me to think that, you know, real serious strategy gaming is the go here. I mean, I've played games that have, you know, yeah, real serious strategy, and there is such a thing as way too much complexity. One group, one enemy. Yeah, we're just going to focus on one enemy, because I can just bash my way through most enemies. It's the bosses that I, at most, have to worry about. Also, it's worth noting that, like, story-wise, like, again, this is just a fun romp. It's not, doesn't seem to be supposed to make excellent sense everywhere. Like, Cthulhu, you've been cursed with the loss of 90+% of your power, and yet you can just walk all over Nyarlathotep. Just walk all over him, no issue whatsoever. So, did you really lose anything? Did you? Really? Die, centaurs. Die, orcs that for some reason are working directly alongside the centaurs. Extra hit points or MP. Yeah, we're just gonna up the base stats. Look! A chest. I'm sure there's something in here. Got a flame tome. The guardian of the swamp appears. That the dreaded fire whale. I wonder if this is actually a quest that I am beating before I am supposed to. Tentacles! Let's, stun him. I'm sure that there's something in this game, like, you know, ice and physical, but it doesn't tell you, so it's, oh, it's fire whale, so, I don't know. Call him Ishmael. Nice. He's a fire whale, so I don't know. I don't know. Let's just lightning him. That's gonna take a while. So let's. It's a combo finisher. Let's hold off on that for a moment. Let's build up a bit more of the combo. Yumi is almost dead. That's actually bad. We should. I need Yumi at full. If I can we heal her? Cthulhu did 1200. Oh, that was pathetic. Remember how I said that I should probably use strategy against the bosses? Yeah, I should probably be using strategy against this boss. Tentacles! Let's, blind him. Ooh, Deadly Kiss. I probably should have put that on earlier. Oh, Yumi is down. That is actually really bad. Oh dear. Potion? Let's do him. Let's do him. And... Or that could happen. Potions? Who needs potions? So I assume that I've essentially just finished this dungeon. Let's check out if there was anything down here. Probably isn't, and then we can just teleport straight out. I hope I got, like, heroic points for killing that, and that I didn't just eliminate a side quest in advance. Because that would be, an interesting turn of events to find out that, I've just removed a side quest. Am I just going back the way I came? I don't think I've been here. But maybe I have. Ah, yeah. Okay. What's that point? Cool! Well, I guess I'm just gonna walk out of here. I thought the exit was much closer than this. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's go back around and visit what I assume is the Ghost Forest. Dead bones, and dry bones. Alright, I am assuming this is the Ghost Forest. That seems like my assumption has probably been rewarded. What is this place? A cult worship site. We should be on our guard. Is the cult about me? But they worship Cthulhu, right? We should be safe, right? Not necessarily. Cultists aren't known for being reasonable. They will probably attack everyone on sight, even their own god. You have some weird followers. You're telling me! Gotta appreciate the insanity. Oh, no cultists so far. We are following the rule of left. Following the left, rule the left, rule the left, rule. Following the left, rule wherever it may go. Cultist? Ah, no cultists. Just some floating snakes and a banshee. Nope, no level ups. Let's see. Oh, did I just, no, I just took a right, didn't I? Yes, that was bad of me. My brain went on the opposite of autopilot. Left is where we wish to go. Hello, chest. Yay, a one-up that we never use. Yeah, I feel like the difficulty of this game would increase the hey, some cultists. It would increase the difficulty of the monsters, the general fights, and the boss fights. But the game actively wants you to win. Like, sure, it might give you some difficulty if you want it, but otherwise, it's just Yeah, up to base stats. But otherwise, it's just straight up, we want you to win, have some fun, have maybe a challenge, but otherwise just keep going. Always victories. Oh, we made our way out. Assuming that this isn't one of those endless repeating maze situations. Doesn't look to be though. It's a different design. I actually really like those sort of endless maze challenges. I know that they can be very annoying as well because, like, they absolutely can be very annoying. But I like them conceptually. It's a nice idea. It's the execution. It's the execution that is really hard to pull off. I think one of the best examples of it being pulled off well, though, is actually in Zelda. What was it? Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. I can't remember which one it was, but it was, hey, we have rewritten the natural landscape so that these points continually repeat. Come find us. And it doesn't matter, like, you can go through it randomly, completely randomly, and eventually you will actually find everyone. There isn't a true path. I mean, there is a true path, but chances are, as going through it randomly, you will get everyone eventually. Because it deliberately loops on itself in certain ways that pick one direction, you will eventually find everyone. And I thought that was absolutely genius. It rewards people who want to put the effort in to solve the puzzle, but people who hate that kind of puzzle, you can literally pick one direction and solve it. It will just take a bit longer and you'll miss out on the joy of solving a puzzle, which may not be what you were there for. And it's genius. It's just the best way I've ever seen to do that sort of gameplay. I think I'm currently walking back to the entrance. Fortunately, following the left-hand wall, I should find the exit eventually. Because the exit is somewhere along an edge. I'm following the left, so I'm going down. Whee! Man, look at those sexy cultists. Sexy, sexy cultists. Targets one enemy. Wind. Hello, bridge. Goodbye, bridge. I feel like I've hit a loop. I don't think I have, but it does feel like it. Ah, no I haven't. Fantastic. So yeah, as I said in the previous video, I'm not going to be particularly completionist about this game. I'm not going to try and get every single chest and every single... because it's just easy mode. Like, I should be able to just walk through this, which is literally what I'm doing. I might as well tell you what the story of this game has been so far, simply because the audio of the previous run was terrible. And I don't imagine anybody really wants to watch it unless they have to. I even put a bit of a warning in the video title, kind of, to give people that out immediately. Yeah, I did not like that audio. And I have bad hearing. Anyway, so in the opening cinematic, Cthulhu gets cursed by some random magical divine stranger. Some sort of divine magic is what is blamed. The only solution is for him to become a true hero. And he washes up on a beach, saves the first of our companions, Starfish Girl, Yumi, who is an absolute fangirl and groupie and wants to date Cthulhu. Because who doesn't? And then we just walked our way to Miskatonia, which just happens to have Miskatonic University, where this game supposedly fits on the timeline of the Cthulhu mythos, or if it's just completely and utterly made up. I'm going for the latter. It's clearly a more fantasy universe, what with this floating sword following me around. But I don't know, maybe they'll try and pull a Planet of the Apes on us or something. Anyway, so we got to Miskatonia. After beating some random heroes who we are almost certainly going to encounter again. Then we went to the Shrine of Heroes, where we fought that sword, because he was like, "You are evil," and then we were like, no, we're trying to be heroes. And he was like, "Oh, you're not evil? Well then, you have defeated me in battle, and I am going to join you. This sounds like a great plan." Shipboard. Anyway, so that's how we got him. We were told about a dog that had run off, so we rescued the dog. We were told about Dunwich, which was filled with zombies, and we went there and defeated that this game. And we were told about Innsmouth, which I can't remember what's going on with Innsmouth, but we were told about it. And that is why we are currently here. So that should be pretty much the full recap of anything really story-related. Everything else has just been amusing jokes here or there, or this sort of battle gameplay. So I don't imagine it's going to be the most riveting stuff, and I don't think there's... I think we've got enough content. Oh, okay. I was not paying attention. Oh, damn. Okay, let's, full heal Cthulhu. I should be able to kill him now. Fantastic. Okay, wow, that was actually close. I almost lost to a random enemy. Continuing following the left. But, words. I was saying words, and then I got distracted by, imminent death. Yeah, I feel like we've got enough information. Like, anybody who's just watched this part of the stream, like the start of this stream, probably has enough information to go, yay, look, they've taken the names and they're having some fun with it. Is it Lovecraftian? No. Did they rip the names and, have fun with it? Yes. Is it fun? For me, yes. But, yeah, I think that we've got enough information to decide whether or not this thing is Lovecraftian. But, this is the thing, is that it's always possible that it will do a 180 at some point. What manner of beast is this? The Ape Princess! Don't let the princess title fool you. This is one princess you do not want to date. Speaking from personal experience, Cthulhu? Yes. Yeah, it was yes. Gah. Okay, let's, yeah, let's just murder. Murder. Okay, this is not working as expected. You should start healing people, I guess. Let's I don't really want to do that because it's a finisher. Can she heal sharp? But actually, no, I think I need a full heal sharp. Going to full heal Cthulhu. Oh, what got my... Oh, the full heal drops the combo. That was the entire point. Ah, darn. Heal does not drop the combo, so let's do that from now on. Ooh. This is actually proving to be a fairly tough fight. I don't think I'm going to win this. I'm at least not playing it this way. Yeah, I am not winning this. Let's use the 1-up. Okay, let's plan this out this time. So, Nightfall targets all enemies and adds insanity. Dark attack. Lightning. No. Let's do a flame strike. Let's Siren's Call. Let's actually think about it this time. Because I used fire already, so let's see what lightning does. Other enemies are protected as long as the 8 princesses are around. Okay, so I missed that last time. She is stunned. Okay. So, I definitely should focus on the princess. Whatever you do, don't call her a dude. She's not a dude. She is whatever she wants to be. Let's blind her. Let's ice her. Ooh, curse moves some of her resistances. Let's do that. Fire did not appear to do much. Let's build up the combo. Hang on. Do I have any other magic I can really use here? Let's see how darkness affects. What do I want to do? Let's have some fun. I don't know what adding a seal does. That slows her. Let's poison her. Ice did pretty well against her, didn't it? Already testing darkness. We are already poisoning her, so let us curse her again. Nope, no effect. That is fine. actually thinking about this one at the moment. First time I've really actually had to think about the game. So I'm probably gonna lose this because I haven't given this game otherwise the attention it probably deserves. Let's slow her down. Damage to Cthulhu. We need some heals. Oh, Cthulhu is down. That is bad. Potion. Cthulhu. Yay, Cthulhu is back. Okay. He would do 737 with Death Blow. Pretty sure the sword does much more damage. So... we're going to heal October. Yeah, see, look at that. Much more. But I would definitely like to build up that as a... oh, maybe I should try some Unite abilities. And October has been defeated. Well, that happened. Let's bring Sharp back. Let's bring October back. Wow, they are just dropping. I don't think I'm gonna survive. That was intense. We are absolutely going to retry. I realize I could just save scum this, but no, we're going to do this kind of properly, I guess. Targets all enemies every turn. We're gonna try Call the Kraken. Wait, no, I don't want to try Call the Kraken because I want to... oh wait, no, I've got, what's her name? To poison. So... what does he have? Hits plus one. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna properly set things up this time. So... we're going to poison her. Other enemies are protected. Sharp's attack hit count goes up. Call the Kraken. Summon the giant Kraken. Awesome. And the Kraken's doing 93 points of damage. Those wolves are going to die pretty quick, so that should be pretty solid. Can I do another Unite? Yes. No, we want to use... I want to make her blind, is what I want to do. And I don't know which of them did more damage, so we're just going to do Ice Strike, I guess. Look at that, all enemies are insane now. How are you wolves still alive? How? Fortunately, they will absolutely die next turn. Let us... It is a finisher. I'm not sure how to use a finisher. Like, obviously that seems to be a finisher. So... But it doesn't end the combo, I'm guessing. I'm not actually sure. But, let's... Flame Strike? And... Did I already blind her? I forget if I blinded her or not. I know I tried to blind her, but I don't know if I actually did. I wish it would tell me. That's a shame. Still. We are going to multi-strike. And we are going to curse, because I don't believe I've done that. Alright. October is nearly dead, so that's not great. We're going to drop some tentacles. I don't know what adding a seal does, but I guess we're going to do that now. Still a little while off dropping that. There's combo finishes. We're going to drop some lightning on her. 69 damage to Sharp. Nice, also not nice. Go, Kraken. Alright. She should be able to heal Sharp pretty nicely. Defend sounds good, let's just do that. So I definitely need him to stay alive. Let us Dark Blast her. Okay, so that didn't work as I hoped. Tentacles, go! Potion time. Yes, I realized that. That was a bad move. No one is free to unite with her. Aww. That's getting quite nice. This is either the most interesting part of the game for you viewers, or it's the least interesting part of the game. There is no in between. 1700, that's getting very close. Let's magic, let's do that. Ow! How is she doing? 2,400. It is getting quite close. Yeah, healing Cthulhu. You are going to do that. Cthulhu, no! Sharp, yes! Damn, that was, tough-ish. Like, I mean, I lost twice. That was the third time, I think it was. Yep. All enemies. Oh, and it's not a finisher or a combo breaker, so we're doing that. Was that thing that just tried to kill us seriously an ex-girlfriend of yours? Girlfriend? No, we just had a dinner once or twice. It was nothing. Watch out. Umi is seriously angry. Let's hurry on out of this forest to the next town. Grrr. Okay. Yep, there's nothing over there. All of the classic Final Fantasy vibes for this game. That's the thing. Alright, let's talk to everybody. Welcome to Providence, birthdays of H.P. Lovecraft, whoever that is. After a ball in this well, I still haven't heard a sound. This well must be crazy deep. Now I wish I had my ball back. Or why did I throw my soul source of entertainment into a stupid well? Yeah, I decided last time for some reason everybody was going to be Canadian. Special today, free room and board to all terrified looking adventurers. Specifically South Park Canadians, just to be clear. I'm pretty sure real Canadians don't sound like this. The Ozarki's, that word stew here is incredible. I never thought I'd be a fan of John Mooch's nails. It tastes so good. Look, some drawers. I found some coldplay supplies. Perfect. You need those. I don't think there's anything this way. Nope. Into the shop, the cafe, the whatever. Old man, the other day I saw some strange lights above the ranch, on the east side of the lake. I hope nothing untoward happened to the rancher. I'm sorry, but our fine establishment has a strict no shot, no service rule. No shot can contain an awesomeness that is Cthulhu. Go down the lake, you can find a ranch with the clean school kook who thinks aliens are abducting his cows. You know, plot to take over the world. Isn't that the craziest thing? I think I have entered an episode of South Park. We should check it out. If there really is an alien invasion, you can become a true hero by foiling it. And this is how you get quests, talking to everyone. Ah! It's a giant walking sword, get it away from me. We have the rule of insanity, and she picks the sword to be afraid of. Don't worry, I still think you're terrifying. I don't need your pity, fear. Poor Cthulhu. To the upstairs. To the small girl. I love to read. What's your favorite book? I'm not even going to try. Huh? You should read it sometime. Although I do love the idea that Cthulhu reads. Hello there, little girl. I love the sound of ocean waves. As do I. This isn't the ocean, folks. Trust me, I lived there for countless aeons. Fun fact, ocean waves and lake waves are considerably different, which allows you to identify one from the other, even if you can't see the other side. I have all of your weapon and arm needs right here. Okay. This is, quite nice, actually. I can buy all three of them, so we're going to do that. Nice. Alright, let's equip these things. Did I forget to equip that for the last boss fight? Like, oh, that wouldn't have done anything, it's only against undead, but still. Zombie tunic, look at that. Weapon, Aqua Trident. Significant upgrade. In October, have a bullwhip. New Indiana Jones. Alright, let's sell everything I'm not using. One at a time. This is, as I said, this is such exciting gameplay. I'm not sure why in a situation like this they don't give you like a sell all button. Like, I get that, you know, you might have some items that are situational, but this really feels like a, you found the newest thing, it's better than the other things before it, so just use it sort of game. So it really makes you wonder why you don't just have a sell all option. Hello, Nanalina. That's one of the heroes we fought at the beginning. Grew up here. She was such a cute little girl. Now I hear that she's running around in a band of heroes looking for some magical crystals to save the world. Maybe we should go on a quest to gather magical crystals. It's what all the cool heroes are doing. Been there, done that. Crystals are overrated. Pass. I was saying about going around the lake to talk to the rancher, so can we go around the lake? Is that... No. No, that is the edge of the screen. Okay, so that must be the rancher over there. Look, centaurs! And crabs. At least it's not centaurs and orcs this time. Those bastard aliens keep stealing my cows. Luckily I have a good supply of kids replacing them for me, but it gets really annoying. Aliens? Ridiculous. It's probably a supplier. Wouldn't be so sure. I'm an alien myself. We should investigate. Let's check out the cows. Well, hello there, cow. Take a look at the cow. A tractor beam appears and pulls the cow into the air. It can't be. A tractor beam appears and pulls you into the air. Ah, I'm too young to die. This is kind of fun. Inside the alien ship, a green cat-like creature approaches. I've been waiting for you, Cthulhu. Pause? Long time no see. How's life on your home planet of Ulthar? Violent as ever. Good to hear it. So what are you doing in this neck of the galaxy? My people have sent this ship on a mission to take over this world by adopting cows and injecting them with DNA mutagens. We have been creating an army of immense proportions. Before long, we'll have enough firepower to take this entire planet with ease. We can't let them do that. Tell him, Cthulhu, you're a good guy now. I'm afraid it's true. I know. I've been monitoring you. That's why I brought you here. I've grown tired of the Arthurians' constant warmongery. Please, lend me your aid in foiling their plans. I thought you'd never ask. Why, it'll be just like our old college days. Fighting against the establishment, not taking guff from anyone. Like, Cthulhu had college days? Indeed. Pause, the alien cat has joined your party. I can have 5 people in my party? Fair. We're letting a cat join us now? What next? I'm an Arthurian, not a cat. I've been stolen directly from the Marvel Universe. I have certain special powers that will come in handy. Whoa, I've never seen a cat do that. Not a cat! Stop it, guys. Pause is not a cat. He's a big kitty! Hiss. You haven't changed a bit. In order to stop the Arthurians from conquering the planet, we'll need to make it to the bridge. There are a series of electrical force fields we'll need to deactivate. Follow my lead. Follow the kitty! Only 4 characters can be in your combat group at once. To change who you'd like to fight with, select the party command from the main menu. Keep in mind that characters who are not in the active combat group will still gain XP at the regular rate. Oh, that's nice. Experiment to find the best group for the situation. We can use these warp floors to teleport you back to the planet. When you're ready to return to the spaceship, go back to the ranch and examine a cow, and I'll activate it to bring you back. Okay. Well, that happened. Okay, how do I reset my party? Okay. And pause. Laser barrier's been deactivated. Fantastic. Now we can continue. I'm getting minor flashbacks to what was it? Commander Keen, that's it. Warp Trident. Let's have a fight and see how well we do. Okay, these opponents are actually a bit tougher. Look at that, Umi is already down. Okay. Umi, weapon. Wow, look at that difference. Can we do something with the computer? No. Just, nothing special. So look, as I said earlier, I am actually enjoying playing this. This is being quite fun. But if you'd rather watch me play something else, if you'd rather I play something else, feel free to make some suggestions, and I will do so. I will probably take a bit of a break soon. Heal every turn. Yes, that sounds fantastic, actually. What was I saying? Yeah, if you would like to watch me play something else, absolutely. Make your suggestions and I will play something else. But this is fun. Like as I said earlier, the main reason I'm playing this game at the moment is obviously for my thesis, so I need to play it at some point. But I've got plenty of games I need to play. So I've already got a good grasp of this game. I'm mostly just playing to see if it changes, to see if there's a twist later on. But the fact that we just got Space Invaders really makes me think that no, it's not going to break from its own mold. It's going to continue the parody line and have fun. This game knows what it is, and it's going to have fun with it. So I don't see it delivering a total 180. I do see me getting lost and failing to click on a thing that I should have clicked on, because I think I'm back at the start. Yeah, I've ended up back at the start. I must have forgotten, must have missed something. Oh, maybe I need to go right here. Okay, I must have missed the lasers. I must have just been absolutely blind and not paying attention. So, yeah, I'm feeling confident that I could change games here and review this game and its overall Lovecraftian content. So, I don't feel like that is a particular issue. I'm now mostly just playing because, honestly, I'm enjoying it. This has been fun. It's definitely been fun. Where are laser grid things? Cybercat. No, there's nothing there. I guess I didn't go this way. And I guess we go up these stairs? The other laser grids are up here. Man, those cows are tough. I can see why the plan to take over the world relies on them. Red lasers! More red lasers! Just deactivated a laser barrier in the southeast corner of the first floor. We'll have to backtrack to go forward. How convoluted. Alright, well, I know where that is, so we can just go back down there. So, there's a small part of me that feels like, you know, I'm obliged to keep you entertained, even when the game is a little bit, you know, like, this is fun for me, but I don't assume it's fun for you, because we're not really developing the story here, and it's not like there's much strategy going on. Just whack 'em, 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 and we're done. So, I feel obliged to offer some measure of verbal entertainment, which is, honestly, it's kind of interesting. One of the side reasons why I'm playing and streaming is because these are single-player games, and I'm actually not much of a single-player person. I used to be. I used to absolutely love single-player role-playing games. I just used to love a lot of those sort of single-player strategy games, so on and so forth. But these days, like for the last nearly 15 years, excuse me, for the last nearly 15 years, I've really gravitated towards multiplayer games. That's a giant ball of yarn. I'm sure you're not a cat. I'm sure you're not. So that is where my attention lies, and most of the time if I play a game single player, like say the Total War games, I'm playing them single player because you can play them multiplayer as well. So it's basically practice for the next time that I play multiplayer. It's like just learning the game better. This is a single target. Made in China. Of course the mech is made in China. Oh, Umi's gonna go. Umi is down. Umi is back up. Because everybody levels. One group, one enemy. Ignores defenses. That is nice. Also ignores defenses. Starfish. +1 hit to attack. Plus 50% to wind. I'm gonna do +1 hit to attack, because I feel like that will help with the combo stuff. That tends to be my... Didn't I switch to the cat? I thought I switched to the cat. Oh wait, no, the ones in the background still gain levels. Yes, that was right. Yeah, we're just gonna up her. There. So this led to some of the red lasers, didn't it? Oh no, no, the map continues going. Okay. There are many layers to this dungeon. At least 3. Okay. Oh. Die, cows. I leveled up. Now you are actually not so easy. Look, Umi died again. Still not the easiest thing in the world. Like, I mean, I am just hitting enter to get through the whole thing, but still, they're packing a bit of a punch. I may actually have to spend some time. Oh, that is a block. I may actually have to spend some time just doing some additional grinding in order to make sure that I can deal with future enemies. Probably don't know. I can probably just keep entering through, but hey, you know, you never know. Aw, it looks like such a nice space. Aw, look at that. Who wants to play with the ball of yarn? Apparently nobody, because it doesn't do anything. Whee! Oh yeah, so as I was saying, the multiplayer element, and this, like, talking, I realize I'm talking mostly to myself, but the hypothetical viewers who are paying attention and aren't just, you know, putting it on and putting it on mute so that they can do whatever they want. Which, I'll admit, is something I've done before. Like you want to show support for somebody, but you don't have time, or you really need to do something else. Give them the views, but be on mute. It works, and I appreciate that. So if people are doing exactly that, freaking keep it up. I appreciate the fact that you are supporting me in what little way you can. Anyway, as I was saying, this kind of gives it that sort of multiplayer feel to me, even though it's an entirely single-player game. Which is important, because otherwise I might, like, yeah, I get through this. I played these games for my thesis, but I'd be sitting here and it would be a drag, even if the game is fun, simply because it's multiplayer, and multiplayer is really not my preferred game. So, yeah. Die, thing. And they all die. So yeah, obliged. chest. Obliged to talk and just generally provide you with entertainment. Which brings me to what I actually wanted to basically say, which is, if you're watching this and you have suggestions of how I can better entertain you in these games, let me know. Like, I'm not doing it at the moment, but I could just be talking throughout all these games about, here is some academic nonsense, here is some stories about when I used to do archaeological digs in Romania, here is the next boss fight. I assume that way is the way. Nope. The one time I broke my rule of going left, and it was a dead end. I haven't been seeing any of those screens in order to remove lasers or such. Just gonna double check that these computers do nothing. Correct. And this, yep, the giant ball of yarn does nothing. I assume there's a boss fight coming, because we just went past the save point. Those tend to only appear before the boss fights. So, but maybe not. Maybe that's marking a halfway point or something. Really? Really? Huh. That means I've done a full loop. Okay, so now we've got to find out what I have forgotten, what I've missed. Darn, I wasn't paying quite sufficient attention in order to know what I've missed precisely. That should just loop straight back around. And I think this is taking us straight back to the... Yes. Alright, I may need to actually concentrate a little and try and pay attention to the map. Darn you, Bovinators. Oh, Cthulhu is dead. It's okay. Sharp and Paws will back me up. I know, Paws is dead. It's okay. Sharp will do all the work. Good old Sharp. That's where I came from. So... Wait, is that where I came from? No, I came from the other point, didn't I? This is the ship's bridge. With just a few button presses, we can take over the ship and save the world. Not so fast! Pawsy. Another kitty? Paws, my evil one-eyed twin. I never thought you'd stoop to working with humans. Oh, hi Cthulhu, long time no see. Hey, associating with these humans has taught me that there is more to life than subjugating planets. But we just met a few minutes ago. Foolish twin, you always were the soft one. It's time to teach you a lesson. I will not lose to the likes of you. Okay, let's, Pierce Brosnan. I want to poison. And I want you to do thing. And you... What was the thing that allowed you regen all? That's it. Oh, the Kraken. Who did I need to summon the Kraken? Who was that with? Oh no, good, it's her. That's nice. Let's Ice Strike him. Sanity is switched. Interesting. That is an instant attack. Magic. Hey, you're a healer. Who do you unite with? No one is free to unite with cause. Aww. Let's quick draw. Summon the Kraken. How's he doing? Okay, he's still got lots and lots of health. So, we're gonna pierce him again. Might as well. Check. Let's blind him. Check. More ice striking. You know what? That is actually better. Pierce Brosnan. I really don't know what Add Seal does. I don't really feel the need to stun him at the moment, so let's Starfish him. Why not? Go, Kraken! Yeah, I think we've won this now. I don't think he can win. Am I able to, yeah, he did. Passively extra mana points after victory. Meh. Yeah, I'm pretty much just going the, Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Small chance that insane enemies will become stunned. Yeah? You know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna knock some people insane every now and again, so might as well. Farewell, evil twin with the bad eye. No! Pulse disappears. Now all I have to do is push a few buttons and the spaceship will be ours. Don't worry about that, I already took care of it. Destroyed it, didn't you? What did you do? I just pressed the big red button, wasn't that right? That was the self-destruct button that we have for no good reason, you idiot. Everybody out of the spaceship. Everybody runs back to the teleport pods. Teleports, activate. Cthulhu and his group escape the spaceship as it crashes into the river below. That was close. We may have lost a nifty spaceship, but I saved the world, just like the game's title said I would. Cthulhu has gained 50 hero points, but he's still not a true hero. What? I saved the world! Only once though. Come back after you've saved it multiple times. I'm starting to dislike you, narrator. Hey look, the ship has blocked the river, revealing a new path for us to take. I guess crashing the spaceship was a good thing after all, right? No, because now the lake is going to flood on either side and destroy both of those towns. Don't talk to me, woman. Onward, to glory! Stupid narrator. Not very nice of you, cat. Whee. A scream cone! I scream, you scream, we all scream for scream cones! I wonder if I go back to, like, the starting area, if the, regular monsters will have upgraded to these new ones. Deal extra damage to enemies with ailments. Actually, yeah, that's really nice. Given that my general strategy is to just pile on the ailments. Random dungeon. On every day, we go left. Undead? Undead. Yay! Mummies, Black Widows. I do love my undead. Necromancy for life! Should have clicked on the gravestone. I wonder if they have little funny quips. A lot of games love to use gravestones for little funny quips. It's one of my favourite little video game tropes. I don't know when it first started. I know they did it in the Baldur's Gate games, but I'm pretty sure it predates the Baldur's Gate games. I really do wonder when that trope first started. The first poor soul to be buried here, but not the last. Crushed to death by her beloved cherry blossom tree. Famous science fiction writer, may you sail among the stars. She kept pace until the very end. Fluent in 25 languages. I wonder if these were like backers or something. Caden Cobb claimed he would never die, my hatchet sure showed him. Probably not. They're all probably just humorous. But yeah, I love that trope. I love it so much. Ooh, a hidden chest. You know a new phenomenon in Cthulhu mythos, which I'm wondering what the origin point for that is cats. So, one of the games I've got is Gibbous, Cthulhu Adventure, which one of the main characters of that is a talking cat. I don't know that much beyond it. But we now have a cat in this game, and this game is significantly older than Gibbous. And of course, there's been plenty of little comics, little comic strips of, you know, cats telling Cthulhu to, you know, go back, and or threatening various eldritch abominations because cats are, you know, like either protectors of humanity but are in all ways scarier than the eldritch things. Yeah, and of course, like, there is the, like, whole Marvel sort of cat sort of situation, though, you know, with the tentacles. But, I wonder how long that's really been a thing, that connection between cats and Cthulhu. At a point where it's just become a trope. Like, it's become a trope now. Definitely become a trope now. I wonder when that happened. Necro leaders. They're like Death Leaders, but Necro. Okay, Guardian of the Cemetery. Spear Knights and Tombstone. I wonder what special effects we're gonna have to deal with, but I'm assuming because it's you know, carved from living granite that it probably has high defenses. We are going to try stinging him. You are definitely going to do that thing. Alright, I need to do that beforehand if I want to do it, but regen all. Damn! Tombstone hitting everybody. That quake is eventually going to destroy me. So let's call the Kraken. What am I going to use? I'm going to assume that Ice Strike is probably going to be vaguely useful here. How are they all doing? Okay, so the Spirit Knights should die this round. Pierce him again. Let's try blinding him. Might be able to get rid of one or two of those quakes. It's going to be a while before I can use that one. So I strike again. Yes. Tombstone became blinded. There we go. Okay, how's he doing? Yeah, I reckon we win this. I think we have every reason to believe that we will. Oh right, Curse was with the other lady, wasn't it? So once per battle, yeah, we are going to stun you. 1200, still a little bit further to go. Getting very close now. Pierce. Which one? Starfish. Although that's barely does anything. Okay. Let's add a seal. Whatever that does. And that may be enough to kill him. Ray's dead. But that should be enough to kill him. Excellent. Okay. So let us teleport out of here. Let's teleport back to Providence. Yeah, let's go through the forest here. Cockatrice, no. That was that dungeon that I just went into. I scream, you scream, we all scream, I scream, you scream, we all scream, I scream, cones. Oh, that's a thing. We have no need to go here as of now. Agreed. There's a city to the northwest. We should go there before exploring strange dungeons. Ah, fine. Although it's nice that it tells me where I need to be going, to the northwest. Cthulhu and his party enter the city of Kingsport and are greeted with a shocking sight. The city is filled with the sick and diseased. What happened here? COVID. Terrible disease broke out a week ago. Men, women, children, none is spared. Walking Kingsport has come to a halt. Even the park is closed down. A few housekeepers remain and take care of the sick as best they can. Until the castle disease as well, of course. That's horrible. Cthulhu, we have to do something. Around town, maybe we can find a clue as to how this disease can be reversed. Or maybe we can get the disease. But why is there sexy saxophone music? Welcome to Kingsport. Now please leave. There's a horrible disease going around the city and I'd hate for more people to catch it. I heard somebody make a stop. Ever since the first reported case of the disease occurred at my bar, even my best customers have stopped coming here. Oh, that's sad. Local business is trying to get along in a plague-ridden world. Back door! 15,000 gold! This way you always go through the back door, kids. It's an inn. We can go in. Special today for everyone involved to all terrifying looking adventurers. Apparently this is a special that's going around the country right now. Hello, I'm invading your room. The shrine to the southeast is said to contain a pool of magical healing water that can cure any illness. Many adventurers head off to obtain this water, not a return. Well, I guess I know where I'm going. To that place that you guys told me not to go to. Huh? Could have gone there first and solved all of this straight away. Last building. Alright, there's another one over there too. So, now where did my drop by grocery list? I keep drinking and drinking, but I'm still thirsty. What's happening to me? Man, this is a really weird combination of symptoms. I have all your weapon nominees right here. Oh, so it's focuses only on who you've got in the party, I guess. Anger Blade. Blaster Claw. Oh, only 3 this time. Maybe the cat doesn't wear armor. Crystal Sword. Wow, that is quite the jump in vitality there. I mean, it still, I think, adds up to be actually almost exactly the same. Ooh, extra 50% heal. That is not something I use enough, but still. Anger Blade. Platinum Hilt. And Paws. You know, the Blaster Claw. Awesome. I should probably sell the stuff so I don't have to worry about doing it later. We're gonna hold on to the Snake Whip, I guess. I'm not sure if that was, Yep, we're gonna sell the Gold Hilt. I'm gonna hold on to the other one for the moment. I'm pretty sure I don't want or need to keep it, but I can't be 100% certain. Look, everybody's homes. Old man Doctor went to the water shrine to the southeast. He said that the shrine holds the cure to the disease. I heard so many people. He dead though. I wish the three heroes of good justice were here to brave the water shrine, retrieve the sacred water, and save us all. But they're busy chasing after the 7 crystals of ultimate life. We got 3 potions. Aw, look at the cat walk. Look at him walk. Yeah. try talking to the man, but he seems so racked by the disease that he doesn't respond. Oh, poor guy. My mama went to get me some medicine. Never came back, though. Maybe sick as a dog, but I'm not gonna spend my last moment dying helplessly on a bed. Good for you. Alright. Let's get out of here and go back to that shrine and do the thing. Can I go through the port? Yes, I can. I mean, it's closed because the guy said it was closed. The Spanish sailors only. Still. Is that building also for sailors only? Spanish sailors only. I could be a sailor. I'm a sea monster. Sorry, but my crew is all sick. Can't set sail until someone finds a cure for that blasted disease affecting Kingsport. Well, I guess that's where we're going next. Oh, is this gonna do the Final Fantasy thing where you get a boat and then you get an airship? Upon entering the water shrine, you discover an old man. Hey, old man. Welcome, welcome. Dr. is the name. I'm too old to be real, but I'm glad I'm here to meet you. Who's this guy? Dr. is the name. I'm too... Yes, I heard you. You're off your rocker. Aye, the brain is a wee bit addled from the years. Brain sprain. Ho, ho, ho. Could it be the fabled giver of gifts? No, it can't be, but maybe. Really? Is this going to lead into Cthulhu Saves Christmas, the sequel title? I'm glad you came. Deep within this shrine is a pool of magical water, and essential we get some. Forgot why. It's help the sick people in Kingsport? No, that's not it. Something about sick people in Kingsport. This old man is hopeless. But he has a magic shop, so we must be good for something. Join my party. Party? Well, yes, I like parties. Old man Dakare has joined the party. We don't have much time. We must find that magic pool of water before more people die. I do like that, like, the story, the character interactions, they does not care who is in your party. I actually really like that. I've played so many games where because you have to choose who's in your party, it means that you're essentially locked out of certain side quests. Especially if, you know, you can only do those side quests in certain areas and those areas get locked out down the line. I don't mind at all if it's, you know, change up your party fairly freely, so you can just gradually do all of the side quests. But every now and again you get games where you pick your characters and it eliminates some of the character interactions. It eliminates some of the side quests. Because the only people who get to talk are the ones who are in your party at the time. Which sucks a bit. Because, I mean, yeah, I get that it's that, you know, that element of choice, and it encourages replaying the game to see what everybody does. But the thing I don't like about it is that if there is a really interesting character or a couple of really interesting characters and they make the game so worth it because they're just such good characters, that's a character slot that you now have to lose later, and it's like the game is now making you choose. Do you want to get the most enjoyment out of this game, or do you want to be a completionist? Like my biggest example of that actually comes from like the Knights of the Old Republic games, the Star Wars games, because the droid HK-47 is such a good character. He is so fun, and I want to do every playthrough of the game with him. But you only get like, I think it's, I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 character slots, including your main character. So it cuts out a lot of your options. And that is one of those games where, you know, once you've completed an area, certain side quests or certain interactions are not... you can't do them anymore. So, yeah, it always feels like I'm choosing between having fun or experiencing the full game. So I've never liked that sort of thing. So I actually really do appreciate the fact that this game is going, hey, have whoever you want in the party. You're going to get all the interactions. Die, Dark Mirror. Oh, actually, so that reminds me of one of my favorite sort of D&D builds. Also, I think I'm hitting a boss fight. Water has been drained. Okay. Yeah, so one of my favorite, this comes from Pathfinder 1st Edition. You can actually kind of pull it off in D&D 3.5, but it's so much more effective in Pathfinder. So, in Pathfinder, there was a feat that allowed you, and character classes, but there was a feat that allowed you to start making wondrous magic items. Now, wondrous magic items have a cost, you know, significant cost, so it's not cheap to pull this off, but I love it conceptually. And the idea is that, you know, congratulations, so long as you now have the ingredients or whatever else you need to make a wondrous item, you can make pretty much any item in the game. So, sounds fantastic, right? What items are you going to make? Well, there's this wonderful item called a Mirror of Opposition, where if you look into the mirror, for any reason, an exact duplicate of you steps out and is immediately hostile to you. There is no negotiation, no discussion, they are immediately hostile to you. So, you know, big fight ensues and it's your perfect match. Which, hypothetically, actually doesn't affect much. Like, it's a wonderful item, but, like, once, like, whoever wins... Oh, hi, a certain gentleman Drew told me about your thesis thing. Oh, fantastic! Hello, welcome. I was just randomly talking about something else entirely, like D&D builds and that sort of thing, which I'll probably pick up again. But hello, welcome to the stream. So what I'm doing, so I'm sure you got the basic lowdown, but I'll explain it for your benefit anyway if you don't already know, is I'm playing a whole lot of Lovecraftian video games, or at least Lovecraftian-inspired video games, and I'm trying to get an idea of, well, how Lovecraftian are they really, and by extension, what does it mean to call a game Lovecraftian, because an academic definition doesn't necessarily match a common definition. So there's a survey, so if you happen to know much about Lovecraftian games, please, or just enjoy that Lovecraftian genre and various video games, please jump onto the link in the description and do the survey. But otherwise, that's what we're doing. We're just playing through a whole lot of quote-unquote Lovecraftian video games. And right now, I am playing through Cthulhu Saves the World, which is essentially a parody on the genre of Cthulhu. Oh, I love this game. Are you going to play the other one that has the references to this one? Are you referring to Cthulhu Saves Christmas? Because I am planning on playing that one, but if you're referring to a different game, I don't know it, and I would like to know. Unless, you could be referring to the Breath of Death 7? Breath of Death 7. I thought that was released first. Yeah, it's the same developers, absolutely, but I thought that was the first game that they released, not the, yeah, I thought that came first. Look, I'm not planning on playing Breath of Death 7 at the moment. I am absolutely loving this game, but my objective is to play Lovecraftian video games, and unless I'm mistaken, Breath of Death 7 is not a Lovecraftian parody. It's more of a gothic parody. So I may play it at some point in my own time, and I may happily stream that. But what I'm focusing on right now is games that are directly relevant to my thesis. Which is, of course, the Lovecraftian video game stuff. Yeah, anyway, so, that is not good. I've taken a lot more damage than I thought. Almost died to that. What's down here? Is this the exit? This isn't where I came from, right? Okay, so the other one lowered the waters, this one raised the waters. This is cool. This is a really nifty way to open and close passages on the same map. I actually really appreciate this sort of level structure. It's just cool. Oh yeah, anyway, so what I was saying about, like, the Pathfinder build, you get the, if you look into the mirror, an immediately identical hostile version of you emerges, but it doesn't really matter who wins, because whoever wins, essentially, is the normal person. So it has the same history, same memories. Heck, if you want to feel guilty about killing your alternate self, you can feel guilty about killing your alternate self. It's just, an interesting encounter concept. I found a way to weaponize it. So, what I did was you get the feat that allows you to craft this wondrous item. And then you be a necromancer. Now, would you consider Scorn Lovecraftian? I haven't played Scorn. That's not one of the games that has been recommended to me, so I don't actually know. I may have to add that to the list of games that I need to try, or at least I'll need to look into it to decide. I've got a list of about 30 different video games that I'm currently looking at. That's not on the list, but that doesn't mean that it shouldn't be on the list. I think I want to go down that middle, don't I? That's what'll lead me to the stairs, I think. And all that chest. Yeah, feel free to tell me about Scorn. Like, if you think that it should be on this list, just tell me a bit about it. And maybe I'll add it. Black Friday sales are on at the moment, so it'd be the perfect time for me to buy it if I need to. So yeah, the Mirror of Opposition. You be a necromancer. You take whatever is required to allow you to get a whole lot of undead. And the best option for this concept is the Undead Leadership feat. Because that gets you a whole lot of undead, more or less permanently. They're not summoned, they may not be very powerful, but you can do a lot with that. There are other options too. For example, you can get essentially undead as familiars, you can just get permanent undead following you based on how many you can actually animate. There's a bunch of different ways to get a lot of undead. But the idea is that you get a whole lot of undead. And then you get yourself a bag of holding. And you put all of these undead into the bag of holding. But before you put them in there, you craft the wondrous item onto their flesh. Because one of the other things you can do is do tattoos that are wondrous items. So you tattoo Mirror Opposition onto all of these undead. You cram them into a bag of holding. And then, anytime that you're fighting, like, a boss or anything like that, you can just pull out one of these undead from your bag of holding, Everybody in your party knows not to look at it. Your opponent doesn't. Naturally, he's going to look at what have you pulled out of the bag of holding, see this mirror of opposition, which is going to produce an exact clone of the big bad that is immediately hostile to them. So they're going to fight and wound each other and or kill them. And there's also a free point-and-click adaptation, Terrible Old Man. Yes, I've played Terrible Old Man. That was one of the first games I actually played for this stream. There's a few others I've played similar, like Dagon I played. That one was really good. I found that game fantastic. What was I? Oh yeah, so yeah, you pull out this thing, an exact copy of the big bad is going to pop out. And then you've got your undead companion to help fight, because it's not affected. But you can always put it back into the bag of holding if you want. But you've essentially made yourself an ally out of the big bad until the big bad is dead. And now the Mirror of Opposition big bad, of course, will turn on you, but will fundamentally be weakened by the fact that he's just had to fight himself. And I love this idea. Okay. Must have missed something, because, yeah. Can I... Okay. We're gonna lower the water levels, just generally. I guess I need to be a bit more thorough. Looking at Canarium is also very Lovecrafty. That is a game I haven't heard of. So in order to pick the games list, I basically typed... First I typed Lovecraftian and Lovecraft into Steam, just to see what titles came up, and I bought most of those. And then I actually asked the HP Lovecraft Historical Society what their favourite Lovecraftian games were, what games they loved and or thought were Lovecraftian that were good for this sort of analysis. And that's how I got most of the games on the list. I also just asked generally people on Facebook as well. And I got a lot of interesting responses, but those two, Scorn and Canarium, were not among those responses, so I will definitely have to look into those. Thank you for bringing them up. Inspired by Mountains of Madness. Okay, cool. Cool. I should definitely look into that. Awesome. This means that the boss fight is here, and we should be leaving this dungeon shortly. Ah, look at the pretty woman that looks like it's come straight out of a Zelda game. A pool of magic healing water. I'll just scoop a bit up into these water bottles. A Shoggoth crawls out of the pool. Ah, the Shoggoth leaps at Yumi. No, not on my watch. No one lays a finger on my groupie. You saved me. By the time I'm through with this Shoggoth, there won't be enough left to traumatize a toddler. Oh, this is such a fun game. It really is. Alright, let's start by uniting and calling the Kraken. No, actually, let's poison him first. I think that will do a lot more damage. So, let's do that. Sting Strike. Magic. Yeah, that one. Great win. And you were the regen all. Shoggoth is poisoned. Oh, he's poisoning me. That is not nice. Ahow. Ah, hopefully my regen will counter that. Damn, that is going to be nasty going forwards, and he has so much health. Oh, I may actually have to, ooh, I wish I'd stunned him first. Let's blind strike him at least. those seem to be pretty effective against him by the look of it. Tentacles! Yeah, go paws. Good kitty. Everybody gets poisoned, we all heal. What can I add to this? Yep, we are going to pierce that. And now we are going to stun him. Multi-strike has death blow, still got a while to go. More tentacles. $1,500. Was that higher than the sword? We'll see. Let us... I don't need to slow him. I don't think I blinded him. Let's blind him. His is still higher. Not by much, but it's still higher. Multi-strike time. And have some tentacles. That worked! That is a dead Shoggoth. Cthulhu is now 24. He can drink. Nah, I'm not going to use that much, so let's use that one. I don't really need the extra magic, so let's do that one. All enemies. Ooh, that is nice. We're going to do that one. Giving everybody the chance to do all enemies. You are not a strength-based character. I also don't use you, but you're not a strength-based character. So we are going to up your Quake. Combo finisher. Plus 30 strength. Done. Oh, also something else to add to the list. Minecraft, specifically the Evil Craft mod. Not Evil Craft, Abyssal Craft. Yeah, I had, Gentleman suggested some Minecraft mods as well. I'm not sure if Abyssal Craft was one of the ones they specifically mentioned, but they said that there was a few. I'm considering Minecraft, some of the mods, because that'll give me a much better idea of what, fan creations, essentially, how they view Lovecraftian, which is definitely an interesting perspective that I should definitely delve into. But at the moment, I'm trying to avoid mods. And the reason is because I'm trying to see the ideas of the original developer. What does the original developer think is going to make a good game that they can sell, that people will enjoy, and that they'll make their money back off of, versus some random person going, hey, I think this is fun, and I'm going to put it out there just in case somebody else thinks this is fun. Because that's the thing with a lot of mods. A lot of mods are, I found this fun, or I think this is cool, and I think everybody else will, or that somebody else will. So they're just putting things out there, and some of them are highly successful, some of them are not. But a lot of the time, because it's free content, they're just throwing whatever they personally think is fun, or whatever they personally think is out there. So I think that's still valuable insight. Makes sense to get primary before secondary. Yeah, exactly. I think that would be very valuable insight, but I think that I need to prioritize. So, I could get through my entire thesis just with the games that I've played so far, but it wouldn't be great. There would be a lot of information that I simply am lacking and missing, that I honestly don't think would be sufficient. It's not up to my standards as a writer. It would still be up to the standards of most of the field though. But I feel like I can do better, which is why I'm playing a lot of these games, and I'm trying to get a lot of these games done. But yeah, I do think that my first focus should be focusing on the industry itself, Because I could always do a second thesis. I could do a follow-on study that focuses on fan creations and mods and those sorts of additions. And maybe that'll give me completely different results. Like, maybe what the industry thinks Lovecraftian counts as is different to what the general public and what general modders imagine Lovecraftian counts as. So it would be fascinating to see that as two studies side by side rather than as one study. I can say that Abyssal Craft is very well polished and even allows you to fight some of the Elder Gods as bosses. Yeah, see, that sounds kind of cool. I think I'm going to have to try it. I definitely think I'm going to have to try it. It just probably will be at the tail end of all this. So once I've gotten through the primary games and I've got enough to do my thesis on, maybe I'll continue streaming, because this stream is mostly just for my thesis. But maybe I'll keep streaming afterwards and explore those mods and start taking extra notes for if I want to do a follow-up study privately someday. Anyway, let's get back to this. With the Shoggoth defeated, Cthulhu and his party fill their bottles with magical healing water and return to Kingsport. Drink up! Here you go! Everyone has been healed and are giving thumbs up. Cthulhu has saved the day yet again. Cthulhu has gained 100 hero points. Really? Saving one city from sickness is worth more hero points than saving the world from an alien invasion? But he is not yet a true hero. Come on! Fatagan! There is no pleasing you. Thanks to your effort, the port is back in operation. You can journey north now. Also, you have a bit of magic water left over. You've gained 5 potions. Thank you again for saving me from that awful Shoggoth. Think nothing of it. I couldn't let my #1 fan get Shoggothed after all. Besides, you have a certain Yuminess to you that I wouldn't be able to find elsewhere. Thank you. Ah, the love is reciprocated. Methinks Yumi's crotch may no longer be unrequited. Shut up, Swordman. I don't know what's happening, but I don't care. Onward to adventure! To the port! I just want to check if there's anything... No. Cool. There we go. To the port! Can I go into the sailor's bar now? No. Can I go into the other sailor's bar now? No. So... Yep. Let's talk to the captain. Well, if it isn't Cthulhu and his crew, now that my crew is all recovered, I'd be happy to take you across the sea. Cthulhu and his party of brave adventurers take a short, uneventful sea voyage to the north. What strange new adventures await them in this new land? Okay, so this isn't, it isn't behaving like, Final Fantasy, where you get on the boat and you navigate the boat yourself. It just automatically teleported you, which means we probably will not see an airship in this game. I'm actually perfectly fine with that, but it would have been amusing if we ended up seeing an airship and flying around Cthulhu in an airship. It sounds funny. Oh no, random monsters, which includes a unicorn and a seahorse on dry land. And they all died. Can I? Yeah, I can walk through here. Yay, into this new town. Welcome to Alhazred. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Alhazred? Alhazred. All houses are red. Upon our town is in dire danger. The volcano to the west. Yeah, the volcano is going to erupt. Everyone's going to die. Sorry to hear about it. Better luck next time. Actually, the volcano is inactive. No, the danger is the horrible demonic dragon that lives inside the volcano. Demon dragons? Now that's something I can deal with. Leave it to me. Da-da-da. Oh, there's a chest. Yay, chest. I got 3 potions. Potions that I almost never use. I have used them a couple of times, but almost never use. Although again, I should reiterate that I am playing this in easy mode to get through the story as much as possible. So, you know. Yeah, we're just gonna buy everything again. We'll skip the Vampire Whip and the Wisdom Staff because I don't need... I'm not using those characters. Power Tunic. Hot Dress for Yumi. Gem Hilt for Yumi. Everything for Yumi. Alright. So I did a bit of digging, and Breath of Death is the second game. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you for checking that out. Do you think, because I believe in the lineup of these two, yeah, it sounds like you've played that game yourself. Is it something that I need to play in order to play Cthulhu Saves Christmas? I assumed no. I assumed that playing Cthulhu Save the World kind of leads into Cthulhu Saves Christmas. And that's at most what I'd need to do. But just in case, is that something I need to worry about? Whether or not I need to play Breath of Death 7 in order for Christmas to work or make sense or whatever. If anything, you should have done Cthulhu Saves Christmas before this. Really? Since it's a prequel. Well, it may be a prequel, but usually, like, the order of release is the best way to play a lot of games. Usually, not always. Have you come to our humble church to pray for salvation? No, not really. I just like to go around towns and talk to everyone. Force of habit. Also, it's the only way to progress in this game. If the old man is deep in prayer, it would be best not to disturb him. Hey man! Wake up! I said don't disturb him. Dude, I'm Cthulhu. I don't take orders from disembodied narrators. Good work, Cthulhu. I know the threat of volcanic annihilation has everyone worried. Do not fear. Trust in God, who exists in this universe apparently, and we will not be spared. We shall be spared. I read that correctly. Oh, interesting. These guys also did Penny Arcade Adventures. Ooh. On the Rain-Slick Precipice of Darkness, episode 3 and 4. I did not know that. That is cool. Is the volcano going to destroy our town? Yes, dear. The volcano will burn you all to a crisp. Wah! Cthulhu! I mean, don't worry. I shall travel to the volcano and put an end to its fiery threat. Thank you, mister. Which is also very Lovecraftian, the Penny Arcade stuff. You know what? You are welcome to just send me a list of, like, I mean, you can keep messaging them here. But absolutely, any games that you go, this is Lovecraftian, I feel like this is worth playing, send them to me. This is exactly what I'm after. I'm watching the end while my dad is away for free room and board after all. Yay! That's actually really nice that for once I'm not being given a discount for being scary. I'm giving a discount because of negligent management protocols. You look powerful. Want to please travel to the volcano to the west, defeat the monsters within, and save our whole town? Save a town? Yeah, that sounds like the sort of thing a true hero would do. Sure thing. So, just so you know, Makod, however that you want your name pronounced, but, ooh, there's the Shador. Just so that you know, is I am enjoying playing this game, and I absolutely will, I already went here, didn't I? I will absolutely continue playing this game, for a while, but, my objective for this weekend is to play as many games as possible, and I do have other games that I intend to play through today. So if there's anything that you would like me to play, and you just like either to watch me play or whatever, I am more than happy to switch to it. So I've still got half of a Mythos Ever After, which is a Lovecraftian dating sim to play through. The only reason we're not playing that right now, I sense dark power dwells within this volcano, probably a demon or a dragon. Maybe a demon dragon, like we were recently told. Those poor villagers are in danger. We must save them. Looks like it's up to Cthulhu to save the day yet again. As I was saying, words. Oh, right. The only reason we're not doing the dating sim at the moment, because we got halfway, and then either my disability or my broken sleep, which is caused by my disability, took over, and I just completely crashed midway through the stream. Well, not midway through the stream. We took a break to eat dinner, and I just immediately crashed instead of anything else. So my partner for that, who was doing the female voices while I did the male voices, she's not awake yet. So we are not able to continue. At least not at the moment. So once she is awake, and properly awake, we are going to continue that game, because we're most of the way through it, I think. And so yeah, I'm partly playing this obviously to get through it because it's on my list, and the game isn't too long. But I'm playing it also to just kind of pass the time so that I can move on to other games later today. The official plan for today, in quotation marks official, because you're welcome to tell me otherwise if you want, like freaking audience participation, you tell me what you want me to play. But the official plan is I'm going to be playing a couple of the old Call of Cthulhu games. I'm going to be playing Shadow of the Comet and Prisoner of Ice. And like, I should be able to get through both of those today if I commit to playing through both of them, and assuming my disability doesn't interrupt. And in between those games, if I haven't already finished the Mythos Ever After dating sim, I'm going to break out Sucker for Love, which is another Lovecraftian Cthulhu dating sim, but it's gotten, as far as I know, it's gotten better reviews than Mythos Ever After. People seem to really, really like that game, and something I've just learned from one of my friends is apparently it is actually voice acted. So I'm not going to have to wait for, I don't have to wait for somebody else to join me, but it's more fun, you know, to have male and female voices in these sorts of games. So, but if it's already voice acted, then I won't have to get anybody to join me, and I can just play that. So that's the plan officially for today, is to play a couple of the old school Lovecraftian Call of Cthulhu games, and also play a couple of the dating sets. But I do have other games. Hang on. We're just going to get that one. So there is a survey, which I'm sure you've already taken a look at. Pretty much every game on that list is available to be played and is currently installed on my computer, ready to go. But there are a few others. No, sorry, not a few others. The few games that spring to mind that are on that list that I still have to play. Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure, which is basically, I don't know much about it. I do know that there is a talking cat, though, and that somehow the talking cat causes insanity. There is Strange Horticulture. I did have Dredge, the first chapter of Dredge, but the demo's, like, it's not working at the moment for some reason. I actually tried to play it earlier, and it's not working. so I think that Dredge is going to be getting its official release soon, and so for whatever reason they've withdrawn the demo. I'm not 100% certain that that's the case, but it seems to be the case. Okay, what are we doing here? That is a very nice ability. We are definitely using that. Yeah, no, we're using that one. I see those green flames, and I'm going to ignore them. Anyway. Words. What else? Yeah. Dredge Eye isn't working at the moment. I also have things like Lovecraft's Untold Stories. I have the other, like, there's 4 Call of Cthulhu games. And I have all 4 of them. If there are more Call of Cthulhu games, I don't have all of them then, but I'm pretty sure I have all the Call of Cthulhu games. What else did I have that was on the proverbial list? Did I? Ah, okay, so that loops back around, so let's break from the ever sticking to the left corridor and pop up here. You say Lovecraftian dating sims, and I just think of the lyrics to the song, I fucked Cthulhu good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do love those sorts of Lovecraftian music. Hey There Cthulhu is honestly one of my favorite songs of all time. Hey there Cthulhu, down there in your sunken city, you're a billion light years distant, and the stars look very pretty from Relier. Alright, yeah, no, let's just go upstairs. Die, magma golems, die! Well, no boss. Normally, save point is immediately followed by a boss. It's interesting. Little raptors! Yay! Onwards! I wonder if the save point was simply because the game thought that this was going to be a lot harder than it is at this stage. So maybe I'm a bit higher level than is expected. I think games like Fran Bow also fit, but maybe not. I have Fran Bow. That didn't come up. Like, I just have it. I'm not sure how I ended up with it. That had not come up in my look for Lovecraftian games. So I'm gonna have to check that out, especially because I have it. Yeah, just die. Although I noticed Cthulhu is dead, so this area is actually a little bit tougher than I initially thought, I guess. It's all about insanity. Okay. Maybe I will have to add Fran Bow to the list of games. Yeah. Thank you for that suggestion. I'm surprised I missed it, especially given I already own that game. I just haven't played it, but I'm still surprised I missed it. I mean, it takes place in a psych ward. Yeah, fair enough. Charging my attack. Is that kaboomster? Okay. I like it. I like the kaboomster. Do you think I can fight a boss monster that is an earth-shattering kaboomster? Whee! Look! Stairs! Now we continue following the left wall. All the way to freedom. Oh! T-Rexes, I like this. We're finding all the dinosaurs in this volcano. I should incorporate this into a D&D game at some point. Just the idea of finding dinosaurs in a volcano, I think that's actually genuinely kind of cool. I almost died to them too. Yeah, I think I need to do a bit of grinding in this area before I try and fight the boss. Like, if I can reach the boss, great, but I might just go back and grind a whole bunch, because I'm not convinced I'll have an easy time of it. I understand why the save point was there. It may not be exactly on point, but could be sort of a, here's something that's similar and could be taken as a Lovecraftian game on the surface. Well, actually, I am exploring that conceptually. The way that I am assessing, I'll actually show it to you, because you didn't see it earlier. Let's just open this up. So, this is what I'm doing. This is the Lovecraftian Horror Pyramid. It's based on the Pyramid of Scary Video Games by Bernard Perrin, although I've taken it a little bit further and expanded on the concept. So, I've got a working definition for what defines Lovecraftian horror, directly based on Lovecraft's own works. But then I've divided it into essentially two sections, which is the aesthetic side of what defines something as Lovecraftian, and the horror side of what defines something as Lovecraftian. And then, of course, I've got the middle section where games, you know, exhibit both. And I've got a couple of games that are definitely on the aesthetic side, but don't really have Lovecraftian horror. The Forest is a survival horror game, but the type of horror it has is not Lovecraftian horror, at least as has been defined academically. And so I'm interested to see if I can find some games that fit the horror side without having any of the aesthetic, which would be interesting, because I imagine that would be a harder game for people to recognize. So there are almost certainly, and I do actually believe this, but I haven't tested it yet though, but I believe that there would be games out there that have Lovecraftian horror, but they don't look like Lovecraftian stories. They don't look like they're Lovecraftian horror. And not looking like they're Lovecraftian, it's not just about the visuals, there's other things as well. But I do want to explore that. I've got a couple of games that I'm looking at that I expect will actually fit into that, but I haven't played them yet. I haven't run them through this system yet. So this is essentially what I'm doing, and this is why I'm playing so many games, because I'm trying to work out where they fit on here to have a bunch of points of reference. So that's a bit of information for you, since this is your first time joining and you wouldn't have seen the start of the video. Have you seen some of the enemies in the forest? Those higher tier enemies are very Lovecraftian. See, this is the thing. There's a little bit there, visually, of course. But narratively, not so much. And also, body horror is not the same as Lovecraftian. And I would personally argue that that game is more body horror oriented than Lovecraftian. That doesn't mean that it can't also be Lovecraftian. Body horror and Lovecraftian can absolutely go hand in hand. But it's one of those things which is, just being body horror does not make it... Oh, that is not good. Oh, I would lose that. Let's potion this up. There we go. Whew! That was so close. But I mean, like, the forest still made it on for aesthetic purposes. So it's still got some of those points. So I'm absolutely not saying you're wrong. I am saying I can't remember what the things were off the top of my head that I specifically highlighted as, yeah, that actually meets the definition of Lovecraftian in this capacity, whatever. I can't remember that off the top of my head. So my review may actually 100% agree with you. I just don't specifically remember. How is that? Yeah, we are using another potion. We are using another potion. That should be enough. I should be able to kill him now. I did not kill him. Wow, I lost to regular dudes. That's the first time in this whole game I have lost to regular dudes. Wow. Okay. We are actually going to take this a little bit more seriously. So let's... Do I have anything? Targets one enemy, but there's a lot. So I'm going to do that to him. Magic, flood, it hits everyone, but it's terrible. So do I have that targets one enemy? I'm going to do that on him because he needs a whole lot of damage. Now you had something that hit, yes, there we go, that hits everybody. And I don't think I need to worry too much about you after I've done that. Yes, that should be enough to kill everybody now. Now I don't have to care. Maybe I do have to care. Nah, he's gonna die. Yay, go pause. Yeah, I still don't know what one group really means, so we're gonna do one enemy. What was I saying? Yeah, so like an academic definition of Lovecraftian may differ from a popular definition of Lovecraftian. But part of the reason for why it may differ, as far as I believe anyway, says the guy who's specifically studying it and actually knows the answer, but part of the reason would be because I'm not weighting the information. For example, this game has Cthulhu in it. It is a very prominent part of the game. Having Cthulhu in it is 1 point out of 20. So this game could end up rating very, very, very low on the list, despite the fact that Cthulhu is the most prominent part of the game. So, yeah, it's very much a sort of thing to be aware of is, ow, stop killing me, it's mean. I'm gonna death blow you. That should be enough to deal with you. I didn't actually see what that did. Doesn't matter. It was in the A category, and the A category is almost every time I go for it. Yeah, so I'm not weighting the information. I'm just looking for how many of these categories, how many of these points are actually being met or making an appearance in the game. And that is fundamentally what is defining whether a game is Lovecraftian or not. So, like, The Terrible Old Man is actually a fantastic example of this. The Terrible Old Man is almost a direct rip, as you would know, because you have played it. Yeah, that looks like where the boss is. Also, Canarium is more like a walking sim with slight puzzles, so it's probably a more relaxed experience. Oh, I am definitely looking forward to playing that then. I will definitely have to get it. So I actually really love that sort of game. It's just so nice and relaxing. Come on, there's got to be some wild monsters out here. I guess I'm going back into grind. But yeah, The Terrible Old Man. It got a decent rating, but it didn't even make it into that top category. And there's a few reasons why it didn't make it into the top category. One, it's a relatively early, relatively early short story. And it's a very short story. So a lot of the features that are very prominent in Lovecraftian stories, especially later Lovecraftian stories, aren't even present in the original story. And a lot of the things that Lovecraft himself was like, I am proud of this work for these reasons, this is the type of horror I want to be telling. That's not exactly what the type of horror that he told in that particular story. So, Combo Master, that is really cool, we're doing that. So, A Terrible Old Man rates relatively high, but it's not even the highest example I've got. Bloodborne is considered Lovecraftian, apparently. Have fun with that one. Yeah, that is one of the games that is like, this is on my list. I need to play this game. I am not that good of a gamer. So what I'm gonna either do one of two things for that one. Either I am explicitly going to just watch Let's Plays of the game, because I am not good enough to do it myself. Or, I've got a friend of mine who is not about to die in this game. I've got a friend of mine who he actually is a major buff for the Dark Souls games and genre and all that sort of thing. He actually, like, a couple of his personal theories that he has developed for Dark Souls are what the community now considers to be the explanation. So he has had a few winners with his... Wow. I lost again. This is why I absolutely need to fight these. Let's kill those two. That should be enough to kill them. Cool. Yeah, so he came up with one of the main theories. He's very good at playing those games, so most likely I'm gonna go hang out with him sometime, and we're gonna play through the game together. I'm gonna watch him play. Maybe I'll see if I can record it and stream it on my channel. But obviously he'll be playing on PlayStation, so I'm not actually sure how to do that. I know it can be done, I just don't know. Regardless though, Bloodborne it's a game that really needs to be on the list. It is absolutely a game that needs to be considered. But if I was the one playing, we wouldn't finish it. We would not ever finish it. I would have to have graduated from my thesis, like from this degree, before I had the chance to actually finish that game. I know my skills, and they are not that good. Yep, it's grinding time. I should probably actually go down a level. That way I'm not using up all my items. You could see about finding a speedrunner who's willing to help either free or on the cheap. Actually, that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea, especially because, like, if I want to get as much public input as possible, like, get those surveys out there, tapping onto a speedrunner who already has an established audience might be a really good way to do things. And on top of that, I have a very, very firm belief in regards to where gaming academia should be going, how it should be behaving. I have some problems with game academia at the moment. I'm trained as a historian, and I've done museum curatorship. Like, this is my 3rd master's degree. I have higher standards than the entire rest of the gaming academia industry. Like, full stop. My standards in references, my standards in research, my standards in your argument should be sound and or do whatever it is actually trying to go out to do, and like in every single regard, my standards are higher. Never mind, that's 10 hours. 10 hours is fine, just wouldn't be doing it as one stream. It would be broken up into multiple streams. Like, this game is like 20 minutes. Wow. Wow. I don't think I want to go through that quickly, because I want to get the story. I don't just want to finish the game. But like, still tapping a speedrunner for that would still be great, because we get through it as quickly as possible. But wow, 20 minutes, that is insane for a game like that. Let's resurrect Cthulhu. Let's resurrect the sword. Let's die terribly, because this is a terrible situation to be in. Die? Die. Wow, 20 minutes for Bloodborne. That is nuts. You'd want to look for an all-trophy speedrunner. Okay. If you're able to track that down for me while I'm gaming, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, I'll probably look into trying to find that on Monday. But that would be current record for that is 2:48. Wow! An all trophy. Wow! That is nuts! 2 hours, 48 minutes. Yeah, I figured that much, not 2 minutes. I figured that, given that the record is under 20 minutes. But wow! That's still incredible. That is still absolutely incredible. Flaming Mummy! Pyro Mummy. I'm pretty sure, I'm 90% certain that this was the way to the next area down. This is the first time I've actually had to stop and grind, so I'm happy. I do like my grindy games. Like, they're not the best thing to do in front of a general audience. I mean, they can be. Some people fucking love that. But I am here to develop the story and lore and find the Lovecraftian elements, and spending all of my time just grinding and battling monsters. Not necessarily the best way to find that specific information. Oh, he has a Twitch VOD. Am I allowed to post the link here? Yeah, absolutely. Like, I've got no problem with sharing others. If people are interested in that sort of thing, I want them to go there. Absolutely. Besides, this way when I talk to them, and I can say, oh yeah, and also I've already spruced your content on my thing, because that's definitely a compelling argument. Ow. Die, T-Rex, die. But yeah, no, absolutely. And, like, if you yourself have a Twitch, feel free to link it. I have absolutely no problem with that. As I said, the streaming I'm doing at the moment is mostly for my thesis. Like, once I've played all of the games that I plan on playing, I may stop streaming. I may keep going if I become spontaneously popular and people want me to keep playing, which that would be genuinely cool, especially given I am disabled, and that would be a really nice way to just exist and pass the time, have my own little Twitch community. But at the end of the day, I'm doing this for my thesis. I mean, just do it for fun. Yeah, like I've got no problem with streaming just for fun. My issue, so you obviously haven't been present at the start of this video or any of the other videos to know anything about my disability. I spontaneously pass out for hours at a time, and that can be a problem for streaming. One, it means I can't keep a regular schedule. I just can't guarantee I will be conscious in order to stream at a regular time. And the other thing is that because it also screws up my sleep schedule, it throws it out again. So I could be in the middle of a stream and essentially pass out. And the stream will keep going, potentially for hours, with absolutely nothing happening. So I know that just me streaming is, like, it would be nice to be able to pull it off, but I'm aware that it's not necessarily the most attractive of propositions for people to watch. And you can have a bot with a custom command. I haven't actually really looked into bots. I haven't really looked into what can be done with them. Aren't the custom command things only something you do once you've got affiliation? Like, I know that being a Twitch affiliate gives you some perks. Isn't that one of those? I'm not sure the answer to that question. Also, thank you for coming and joining. This is making the chill and grind phase that little bit more enjoyable for me. Because I'm not just randomly blathering on about here's a random D&D build, or random academic nonsense. I'm actually talking to someone, so it's nice. So yeah, thank you very much for joining. Whee! Flaming Mummy! So if you do pass out, a channel mod can type the command, and it'll throw up a permanent I passed out thing until you take it away. Ooh! Ooh, that would be interesting. Is that a sort of thing that could be activated by the audience, or would it have to be activated by me? Because that's the problem. If I pass out, obviously I can't tell it to activate. So it'd be interesting to see how it would be triggered. But that would be really useful if it can be either automated, or if I can give particular viewers specific privileges. You can make the command for a channel mod or anyone up to you. I don't, like, the only issue I see with giving it to everybody is if I get somebody who wants to troll me, and just be a bit of a prick, they could just keep throwing it up. And I wouldn't necessarily notice. Like, I'm not visually watching the Twitch right now. So somebody could just throw out, hey look, I passed out, and I would actually still be playing in the background and not know. So that's the only reason I'd be against giving that power to everybody. But especially if there was some way to automate it, like if there was no key input for a while, it'd show in chat too. Yeah, if it can be automated, if it can be, there has been no buttons pressed for X amount of time, that would be freaking fantastic. That would make things a lot nicer. And, like, it'd be really cool if I could do little things like go, oh no, I've passed out. Here is a disclaimer. You know, I have passed out, as you've suggested. But it'd be great if I could do something like go, and here is a video of past content, and just give it a play so that it's not just sitting there doing nothing. That may be possible, but you'd have to ask some people. Look, ask away. I would massively appreciate that, because Twitch is relatively new to me. This isn't the first time I've used Twitch, but every other time I've tried to do Twitch, my disability has just gotten too much in the way for me to continue. I've got to, like, I started playing through Baldur's Gate, which is one of my favorite games, and I just could not complete the run because my disability started acting up so much that I just could not finish it. And it was just not a pleasant experience. Like, playing Baldur's Gate was, but knowing that I had people act like... I had over 60 people... not 60 people viewing, but I had over 60 views on some of my videos. So I was starting to build a following, and I just could not maintain anything regular. And it was a real downer. It was really disappointing. So, yeah, if things can be sorted out with bots that would make things easier, that would actually help so much. I just know the Streamlabs bot can let you do custom commands and or automated messages on a timer. I mean, hey, a timer could work. If I were to set... it wouldn't work as well as... oh, look, no key button press. But it would still work. I mean, I will have to look into it. I will honestly have... Now that I know that that's a possibility and things exist, I will actively have to look into what can be done with that. Because, yeah, that could be a kind of streaming game changer for me. Yeah. If I don't happen to have you on Facebook, please feel free to add me on Facebook. I believe we have a mutual friend in Gentleman, so you can probably poke them for my Facebook sometime. I sadly do not use Facebook. That's fine. That's honestly probably a smart thing to do these days. I mean, I use it because to me, it's pretty indispensable, but that's me, not everybody else. From my experience, regularity helps, but personality brings regulars who watch no matter what. Yes, that has been my experience also, especially because, like, Twitch holds things for a week and YouTube holds things forever. If you've got a good personality, then people will watch, people will follow, and will join in and have fun. For me, the only thing I really want is some community engagement, like what we've got going on right now. I love this. This is, it gives me the energy to keep on playing. Here in the States, it's very brainwashed, and I'm tired of seeing it. Oh, you're talking about Facebook being very brainwashed. Yeah, fair enough. Look, it's fairly the same here too. I assume you already know, but I am Australian. So, you know, it's like we're still using the same application, so it's very much, it can be a bit of an echo chamber really easily, and even when it's not, it's an advertising algorithm. And even when it's not that, like, yeah. But, it's a fantastic way to connect with people. Almost everybody uses Facebook. So it makes it really easy to connect with people. And the other thing I really like about it is that it's text-based. Like, if I give somebody my phone number, they could call me or they could text me. And especially with me not always being conscious, phone calls can be a bit problematic. Whereas with something like Facebook, I can be messaged at any hour of the day or night. It's, you are awake? Fantastic. When I am awake, I will respond. And if we're awake at the same time, excellent. So I love it for that reason, because text is the default. Yeah. I can't disagree with the quote-unquote brainwashy statement. Yeah. That said, I'm not going to say I think it's less brainwashy than any other social media. It's simply all social media does something like that. It's like all social media fundamentally is somewhat brainwashy. And part of that is just because of the inherent structure required for something like that to work. Back in the day, you had open forums. And open forums could be like, you could easily fall into like a clique. So this forum happens to have this personality type or this character to it. But unless it's a particularly large forum to the point of being Reddit or 4chan, 4chan is completely unmoderated and is thus a cesspool. Politically brainwashy specifically. Yes, I was actually thinking in the same line as I was actually talking. So I'm glad we were on the same wavelength there. But yeah, like 4chan is just a cesspool because of no moderation. Reddit does have some amount of moderation, but it does do the full gamut of that is what the hell territory. And that is perfectly fine and perfectly engage-worthy and spend a lot of time there. I'm not much of a Redditor. I should be. A lot of people have told me that I should go on Reddit because I'm a historian, and one of the things that I love doing is actually just answering people's historical questions. One of the things I used to do a lot of is I'd jump onto D&D Facebook groups, and I'd just make a post of Ask a Historian! And I would get literally hundreds of questions over the next 24 to 48 hours of people asking whatever historical question they wanted answered to improve their D&D games or just improve their general knowledge. And sometimes I got other historians join in because of, like, there'd be like, 4 or 5 of us historians all collaborating to answer people's questions. It was great, and I haven't done it in a while. But especially, like, because I used to do that, so many people used to tell me, you should start a Reddit, you should get on Reddit, you should do these things on Reddit. But I never have. And that's actually the autism in me speaking as to why I haven't. Because I absolutely can, and I probably should. But I have a small resistance to change. It's not as pronounced as other autistics. For me, it's a case of, so long as I've got somebody with me for the journey, so long as I have a peer, a companion, a mentor, or just so long as somebody is with me for the journey, I'll do the thing. Which fuels the it fuels right now what I was just talking about multiplayer playing. Like, I like multiplayer games and community engagement. If I've got somebody with me, it means if I screw up, there's somebody to tell me. There's somebody to go, hey, you probably should rephrase that, or I see what you're trying to do there, maybe try this. Like, the exact input that you've given me today about bots and other games that I should try. Like, that is exactly what I'm looking for, and that's why I love doing these things with other people. It's somebody to bounce off of. So I just don't, like, I'm very internally reluctant to engage with Reddit and try and set up something on Reddit alone. Once I'm established, I don't necessarily care. But I had the same thing with Facebook. When I first joined Facebook, I only joined because I had other people to kind of guide me through the process to a greater or lesser extent. Imagine that, but in its thousands on Reddit, every ball needs a wall to bounce off. Yes! Yes! It's a shame you're in the States. I'd love to meet you in person, but I am never, ever, ever going to the States. I would probably die on your healthcare system, even as a tourist. It is not something I want to deal with. No offense. I have so many opinions on healthcare systems, especially. No, I'm not wrong. Yeah, I'm very much not wrong. I have enough problems with Australia's healthcare system, and I hate to say it, we have one of the best in the world. And I hate to say it because know I'm actually taking a break from doing it by playing this at the moment. I'm doing a systemic review of Australia's disabled welfare systems, of which we've got two. We've got the main welfare system, and then we have another program, which is the National Disability Insurance Scheme. And both of them are very problematic, and I've recently uncovered that they're very problematic in totally different ways. I want out ASAP. You should come to Australia. You should definitely come to Australia. Then I could actually meet you. Totally no bias showing there. But, yeah, I recently discovered that, like, some of the foundational principles, the very basis and ideology behind Australia's welfare system, it's a completely different system for our insurance scheme. And it's not an economics-based one. So, like, where the differences are is like, wow, that is hugely eye-opening. And then why those differences there is hugely eye-opening. And so I've been conducting this systemic review, and I've started contacting university experts. I've got an appointment with one on Monday basically the two of us are going to read through the legislation together, and try and figure out, okay, what is the definition? Where did they get this definition from? And it's important because, sorry, I'm going on a bit of a rant, but it's really important because one of the fundamental problems in Australia's healthcare system at the moment is because the system was written and designed upon a couple of specific sets of principles and ideologies. And then they didn't tell any of their staff. Nobody who currently works in these systems knows the ideology. So they read the legislation, and it says something a little bit confusing. And they work on the best interpretation that they can work with. Which is incorrect. Like, it's actually incorrect in terms of, here is the ideology that this system was written on, and it's critical for understanding, like, you know, what does the word disabled even mean? How do you define a disability? We have 3, almost 4 competing definitions in Australia that shapes our legislation. And they are not the same, and where they are different is really important. But most of our social workers, most of the administrative staff, anybody who's doing the filing, everybody else is working off of almost the same definition. But it's not the definition that this legislation was written on. So there's a whole lot of sections that make no sense, and the practitioners don't know how to fix it and don't understand what's supposed to be going on. So it's just, when I realized this, I was like, wow, I need to contact some experts in this information so that I make sure I understand what's going on, because this is so important to actually review and actually talk about and actually discuss. And I'm just like, oh wow. Anyway, you're talking. Also, you may need to exit. Oh, right, because there's the 25 limit, isn't there? Is that now? I don't know if that's the entire dungeon though. I think that is the entire dungeon. I can manually fight things though, so let's. Thank you. I hadn't even noticed that I hadn't been in a fight for a while, so I must have hit all 25. Let's see how I do against these guys now that I am a bit buffed up. Anyway, we have one, but it's so vague that they can deny you on a whim. Look, we have the same problem. Our definitions are actually relatively vague, even the best ones. But it's just so much worse when you have like 3 to 4 competing definitions that define what a disability is. So different things are recognized by different definitions. And when you're working from the one definition, things that are specifically supposed to be covered are not covered. And I am directly affected by this. I've got a few major disabilities. So I've got autism. I've got catatonia within autism, which is almost its entire own diagnosis. Like, it's not simply I've got catatonia. It's the way catatonia and autism interacts is its own definition. It's its own problem. I also have dissociative disorder directly tied into that. I also have perforated eardrums. Now, the perforated eardrums aren't too much of a big deal, but they do reduce my hearing. Which, you know, for something like this, I miss out on bits of the audio, so I don't even notice certain details that other people will notice. But it's not a major disability or anything like that. But both of our systems, like both of our welfare system and our insurance system, neither of them recognize my catatonia as disabling. Which is fascinating, because both of them specifically recognize that I cannot hold a job, and I cannot drive a car, and I am not supposed to travel unaccompanied, and I'm not even supposed to be allowed in a kitchen without somebody else being present. Because of the catatonic autism. Both of them specifically recognize that's where it comes from. But because of their own systems, they don't recognize catatonia and catatonic autism as being a disability. So it's fascinating, like why I can be excluded for the stupidest of reasons. And understanding the system and knowing what those reasons are, one, it gives me a better stance, you know, get a better position to fight it and or change it. But it gives me greater understanding of the system as to why other people are getting denied for strange and what's going on reasons. Okay, I wasn't paying attention and I should have been. Okay. So yeah, I still can't fight this, apparently. Not reliably. Actually, let's unite and call the Kraken. That should be enough to win. This dungeon is the first time I've needed... Oh, really? Wow, I am... How is that? Yeah, wow, I am still not winning without serious effort. Yeah, so I don't know, let's take your idea, let's teleport out, and try coming back in. I don't know if that will reset it, but it might. I think that it might be 25 total, and so I'd have to manually pick. Some fights are harder without using magic. Yes, that is definitely true. But hey, I'm just enjoying my time here, and just like, obviously, if I really try, like, you know, I put the effort in and I actually apply strategy, the battles are actually easy. I'm just making it as easy as possible. Yeah, see, I'm not getting any spawns. I know that there's the limit of 25, so you can't, it looks like I can't reset it by just leaving and coming back in. So I guess I need to do a whole lot of grinding. I might, however, he says an hour of grinding later, what I might do is I might do some of that grinding offline, off camera sometime. And that means that I can switch to playing a different game now. Muckod, have you had a chance to take a look at the survey and see the full list of games that are there? If you have, if you haven't, whatever, but open it up and tell me what game you would like me to play. Um, yeah. Excellent. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking around here until you tell me what game you would like me to play. Because I might as well try and get closer to the exit. Um, yeah, tell me what game you'd like me to play. I'll tell you if I have played it already or not. Because I have played a few games. As said, the original plan for today was to play some of the original Call of Cthulhu games. So, Prisoner of Ice and Shadow of the Comet were the two games I, in particular, had sorted today. Good time to try out Fran Bow, maybe. You know what? I actually agree. It would be a good time to try out Fran Bow. I will need to install it. So, let me give me a second, and I will see how long it will take to actually install that, because that might be a super small game. That'll take seconds, or it might not be. Fran Bow install. Oh yeah, that is small. It's only 500 meg. So fantastic. That'll be installed in fairly short order. All right. It'll probably be finished before I finish talking right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this, and we are going to keep playing. We are going to end the stream. And when the stream starts up again, I will be playing some Fran Bow. So thank you very much, Muckod, both for the suggestion and for coming online, and I will see you and those others of you who are currently watching. I will see you all in a few minutes, I guess. I'm going to say we start in 15 minutes. You shouldn't need to stop the stream to change up stuff. I don't need to, but I transfer the stuff to YouTube. So I try and keep, like, each time I change games, I start a fresh stream. That way I can just export it over to YouTube cleanly with minimal editing. Also, it means if I have an episode, like if I had an episode right now, I've been playing this game for about 3 hours. By the time I come out of an episode, it could easily have been going for 8 hours, because my episodes last hours at a time, and 4 to 5 hours is not unusual. So it's just a nice way to try and keep the overall videos not too ginormous or screwed up. So, yeah, I'm going to say in 15 minutes, we're going to start the next video, and the next one will be Fran Bow. So, thank you very much for joining, and I will see you, excuse me, soon. Farewell.